Next one we're going to talk about is an interesting one to say the least, and quite a big one in terms of what your finances are going to get hit with. This was a topic that me and Jaws D covered on the podcast like 4 years ago. That's how long ago this was. A company called Sen Power released their MPPP-10 auto-transforming robot that looked exactly like Generation 1 Optimus Prime. It was a third-party company. They were out there. They were, I believe, after exchange with the RMB in China, it came to about $150. Time passed, and Sen Power became Robosen. And the information of their business, where it used to be in Shenzhen in China, has now moved to the Robosen website, which is based somewhere in the United States. It seems that they licensed out their technology, and Hasbro has done a collab with them, and now they licensed the Transformer property from Hasbro. Kind of a way, I guess, to in order to stop a third-party company from making money from your IP, you get them to license it instead. And now we have this Robosen Transforming Optimus Prime Auto-Converting Programmable Advanced Robot Collector's Edition. No joke, that's the full name of it. And we saw this beautiful segment. They were starring Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith. I haven't seen Jason Mewes in so long. I used to see him at Montreal Comic-Con. There's even a video kicking around of me and him doing some shopping for some DC product. Good to see him again, especially doing something Transformer related. So they were hyping up this new product here from Hasbro, but it's actually a licensed product through Hasbro using their IP. And it's a very interesting product. It was interesting 4 years ago, and it's interesting now. There's obviously been a lot of engineering advances since that of the original version that I saw back in 2017. Now it's, voice activated. It has a whole bunch of, I guess we'll call it stationary kind of things, like the robot breathes and moves when it's not moving. It says here it has 25 different voice commands. I have 22 of the 25 here on the list. So we have convert, move forward, roll out, come back, turn left, turn right, turned around, move left, move right, shift mode, report, are we friends, open fire, attack, say hello, how are you, look out, stay back, Megatron, Decepticon, protect, and shut down. So I'm only missing 3 from this list. I don't know what they are. Maybe I missed something. But so all of these voice commands do something that lead to the Transformer, or Optimus Prime in this case, doing some kind of actions. It's extremely posable and stuff. Features Peter Cullen's voice, so that's a nice extra touch too. Made of 5,000 parts, including microchips and servos. Yada, yada, yada. Does a whole bunch of different poses, even the classic hero pose. Comes with his Energon axe as a clip-on weapon, as well as the Ion Blaster. And it comes with a carrying case. It's a limited edition, collector's edition. They are numbered. It is 19 inches tall. And it is $700. Now, a lot of people were shocked by this. And a lot of people have been coming forward who have purchased the original stuff that Sen Power did all those years ago, and it was more than 50% less of that. I'm assuming that they're in a situation where they licensed this and they're really trying to make their money back because of the license. And who knows what that licensing agreement was contractually, but it probably was a lot, especially considering their history as being a third-party company in China, which probably involved stolen IPs. So they're trying to make their money back. That's the primary reason why I think it's so expensive. I hate to say it, guys. I'd hate to say it, but this is one of those things that as time progresses and the technology advances, this will not be a $699 product. It's something that, like, I'm reminded, like, when Ultimate Bumblebee came out in 2007, and that was such a big thing for a lot of people because it was using kind of that same technology that the Robo Sapien was using, which was another popular kind of Robo Friend kind of product. And the Bumblebee could transform manually, obviously. And then when it was in robot mode, it had all these little bells and whistles and gimmicks and reaction and motion sensors and spring-loaded stuff. And just everything was going on there. And it was a big, expensive product. And then you never really saw of it again. And now it's, I don't know, it's not really that popular anymore. And Hasbro has never revisited it since. I think they did like a Revenge of the Fallen version with a battle mask, and that was about it for variation. So obviously it didn't sell very well, and that kind of technology wasn't viable. And that was that. I feel that this is something that, and I'm not saying, you have to wait 5 years, but in 5 years, this will be something that'll be extremely common. And I'd hate to say this, but this thing is going to get bootlegged like no tomorrow, considering of where it comes from, its origin, and the amount of different versions. If you go to Robosen's website right now, prior to them doing this Optimus, they had their own, generic robot versions of these for sale on their website. And if you go on their website, they are not $700. They are not $500. They are not $400. They are not $300. So it just gives you an idea of how much of a difference this is when a license is involved, when the technology is more or less the same. This isn't being sold through Hasbro. It would have been a different argument completely. That's why a lot of people have been making comparisons like, how is this $700 when Unicron was $700? Well, Unicron was done directly through Hasbro. And I think that if Unicron was a licensed product through someone else, probably would have been even way more expensive. So it's really hard to wrap around what's going on here and making sense of it. But at the same time, I mean, in my personal opinion, even if I had the money, like if you just gave me $700 to blow, I wouldn't blow it on this, just because I feel that this is something that as time progresses, we're going to have more of this, and we're going to have more of this at a more affordable price. This is a new gimmick. It's really cool. Don't get me wrong. It is really cool. It's really cool. It has the cell phone, connectivity and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still something that I feel as time progresses will be much cheaper. And considering where its origins are and its history, I just feel there's going to be a lot of illegal copies of this kicking around at a fraction of the price. So let me know what you think. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news on this one. I don't want to hate on it because it's something expensive. It's not that. It's just that I've been tracking the journey of these self-transforming robot third-party products from China for 4 years now. And seeing this was surprising, but seeing the price was eye-opening at what's really going on here. So let me know what you think. I know there's not a lot of people that are happy about this because of the price, but let's put the price aside. Let's ignore that and the whole drama and the licensing. Do you think this is awesome? I know I do. I think this is great. But this is a $300 product, if you strip away the licensing. There's a lot of cool stuff going on there. A lot of gears, a lot of servos, internal engines, sound boxes, LED lights. A lot of great, crazy stuff going on there, but it's not $700 crazy. A good chunk of that is paying the piper, so to speak. So let me know what you think. It's pretty cool. We got one more segment to go, and it's a really interesting one because it doesn't only just involve a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, but some questions asked to Hasbro with the Q&A that give us some indicators of some future product. Friday's going to be very interesting. I hope to see you for next segment, and I hope to see you on Saturday.